if you just got into the military, you just joined the military, and you are somebody who is new to being independent, you're new to being an adult. So let's say you joined straight out of high school, and your whole life you were living with somebody else, right? I wasn't living with my parents my whole life, but I was living with other people. I was living with my friends, and they were taking care of me. So I was never actually fully on my own adult. And immediately after, at 19 years old, I have a wife. I have three dependents, right? Like I have to figure it out on my own. So obviously, it's a big, huge transition. Now, if you're gonna go into that transition, and if you're not used to that transition, I want to let you know it's a hard thing to do. So go find somebody who has already done it. Go find a mentor, somebody who can help you, somebody who can guide you, somebody who will show you the way. Because for me, I messed up a lot. I accrued a lot of debt in my time in the military when I first started because I didn't know how to spend my money. I didn't know where to put it. I didn't know how to pay rent. I didn't know how to put aside certain things. Like I wasn't ready. So make sure you take the time to find somebody who will help you get ready. I also forgot to mention that if you are in the military and you're choosing a mentor, make sure you're choosing the right mentor. Please don't choose somebody who's gonna fuck you over. Like if they can't give you advice on where you're at or where you want to go, then don't listen to them. Like I'll be honest. I know some people you have to listen to. Some people will be forced to put you in a position where you have to listen to them. But not all mentors are good mentors. Not everybody you can learn from. Be a student of the game. Always learn from everybody. There's something that you can take from somebody. Even if it's something that you don't like that they do, you can always learn from that. But what I will say is if you are a married, for example, for me, I'm a married man, I have dependents, I have a wife, right? I am not going to go to somebody who is single in the barracks and has no responsibilities. All they have to do is go to work, go home, and they'll get paid, and they don't have to worry about anything else, right? They don't have to worry about, they don't have any outside responsibilities other than them governing themselves and them governing their money, right? I'm not going to go to that person and ask him, how would you deal with my wife? How would you deal with my kids? How would you deal, not my kids, but how would you deal with my dependents? My dependents are not my kids. It's my little brother and my parent. But at the end of the day, how would you deal with them, right? It would make no sense for me to go ask that, right? They don't have anybody that they have to worry about. They don't have anybody that they have to feed. They don't have anybody that's under their house. And that's not a bad thing for them. I'm not saying that that's wrong for them. I'm glad that they're in the position that they are. But what I am saying is, why would you go to them for advice on something that they have no experience doing, right? It would make no sense, right? Now, they can still teach you things, right? Normally, they'll teach you a lot of things about the military, especially if there's somebody higher ranking than you and they've been there already. But when it comes to life and it comes to the things that you have to do when it comes to being a man, they might not be able to tell you, right? They might not be able to tell you. Now, some people are pretty wise, but when it comes to doing what you got to do, you need to understand the mentor for you is going to be the one that is already in the position you want to be or knows how to get there.